Well, we sure as hell ain't in Kansas anymore. Hey guys, SUBMOTO here, coming at you from beautiful, beautiful Switzerland, just south of Zurich. And for all you all who don't know Europe that well, the distance between Denmark and Switzerland is about the same distance as New York and Florida. So pretty far away. But we flew in, and first thing we did, look at that though, wow. First thing we did was, rent a Moto Guzzi V7 2 with ABS. And I talked about in my last video about that I wanted to convert one of these into a cafe racer. So I figured, hey, while we're here, why not rent one, and let's take her for a spin and see what she can do. So this is a brand new Moto Guzzi V7. And to tell the truth, just as a first impression, this thing lacks power. I mean, I realize it's just 50 horsepower, and I knew that, but they said, you know, they have a lot of torque. But the thing is, she is heavy. She is one fat biatch. And, you know, maybe I've just gotten spoiled riding my cafe racer, and obviously my 250 doesn't weigh a thing. I can lift it with one arm. But, you know, this thing is about as fast as my grandma's wheelchair, and that's slow because she's dead. But yeah, but for a leisurely ride, and if you don't need the power, and if you just like a bike that doesn't scare you, then this is a good bike. So I know that I said that I'd want a V7 or a Ducati SS900. But, you know, as fired up I was about this bike, because, you know, you can get pretty fired up about a bike just on its looks. I'm pretty sure that although it's a cool bike, it's nice. I'm not dissing this bike. It's nice. It's comfortable. It's easygoing. It's just not for me. I will most probably never own a V7. It just doesn't do it for me. I need more, I don't know, how do I say it? Spunk? I need more horsepower. The torque, it's really torquey though, and it is. It's really, really fast off the line. Look, here we are in one of the most beautiful places in the world, and I'm stuck behind a truck. My destiny. And the thing is, like, if I had a quicker bike, I'd probably dare to pass this truck. But it's just, it doesn't really have that. I wouldn't trust it. And I'm not saying that it's a bad bike, because it's not. I'm sure it's robust. I'm sure everything. The thing is, the engine comes off of a Moto Guzzi Nevada, which is like a cruiser kind of looking bike, and that's what it feels like. I mean, that's what the engine feels like it was made for, and I'm sure that's highly appropriate for someone who just likes to take it easy and doesn't need that power. But that's just not what I'm looking for in a bike. Really simple. So I'm glad I got to do this, and it's still a fun bike, and it's yeah, it's probably perfect for this kind of stuff. Probably better than that bike. But I'll have this bike for a couple of days while here in Switzerland, and like I said, I'm really, really glad I got to try it, because you know, I get to say that I not only test rode a Moto Guzzi V7, but I rented it for a couple of days, and that should be a pretty good indicator as to whether I'd want to spend the money to get one. And like I said, this bike in Denmark, if I decide to stay in Denmark, is about $30,000-$40,000. Here it's about $12,000, I think. So it's definitely more affordable here in Switzerland. Not that I'm going to be moving to Switzerland, but just as an example of other European countries, I think you can get them for about $9,000-$10,000 maybe. you know, like used, or depending what country you're in. And in the States, I'm sure they're even cheaper. So I'm definitely not going to be getting a $40,000 bike in Denmark that doesn't deliver. I mean, this is not something I'd expect for $40,000. And I'm sure, I mean, this thing is maneuverable, but it's nowhere near as maneuverable as you'd expect it. A bike like this to be. Oh shit, it's raining. It's been raining on and off. Figures, come to Switzerland and rent a motorcycle, and it starts raining. So we've been riding all around Switzerland, the northern part of Switzerland. Goatfather? Is that you? South of Zurich, in that area. And pretty much been going wherever the wind blew us, and it's pretty cool. I downloaded this app on my iPhone. It shows the bed and breakfasts in the area where you're at, and we found this really cool place. Just a family, really nice family that helped us out. So really nice experience, and I've been riding up in the mountains, and here we are, somewhere in the middle of nowhere. And here's my opinion of this bike. Put a few miles on this bike so far, and so my opinion in general is it's a beautiful bike, looks amazing, but I don't feel like the engine delivers. It feels kind of choppy sometimes, like it has a hard time finding the right gear. Maybe that's a gearing thing, I don't know, but it just seems like either it's running too hard, or it's just it has a hard time keeping up. Sometimes it feels like a tractor. The balance is actually not that good, and up in the mountains, we took a little trip up in the hills, mountains or whatever. It was actually pretty hard to maneuver at low speeds because its balance kind of top heavy. So so would I get this bike? No, I wouldn't. I would probably, if it had a different engine, I might. But the way it's set up, no, I probably wouldn't. It's a perfect cruiser. It seems like the engine would be perfect for someone who likes cruisers. But when I see the bike and see the design, I kind of expect more. And I don't feel like I get that. The tank is beautiful. The design is absolutely beautiful. So I could definitely I could use the tank in a different motorcycle, like buy the tank and put it on a build or something. Obviously, a tank is not enough to make a motorcycle, I guess. But yeah, so great bike, just not for me. So from Switzerland, remember to subscribe and ride. And I'll catch you all later. Auf Wiedersehen. What kind of designer does this? Like I have to bend my leg in. We're like, who designs that? Dumbasses.